really in my game over here.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler.
Oh, my God.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pitts. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pitts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
What's my record?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Huh?
Now Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there.
Hey, what's my record?
Instead, 2nd down.
I just do some
That
bullshit.
certainly
I need
looked like
to get
something
right.
they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this
I'm finna fuck this
Take the
nigga
big
up. That
shot
nigga trying
right
to
out
talk
of the
that
gate.
shit, talk about
At
a nigga only
worst,
had 50
you open up
yards.
the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back up
Cam
in the
finna go
ears.
crazy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, they'll roll him out right. He lost 2 there, and it's
Who
3rd
that nigga
down.
got on it?
Now, I know it's only a loss of
For
a
me?
couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the
No,
ball
I'm
out of
playing
bounds, incomplete, and save the
I'm playing
yardage.
the
Save the
Steelers
yards,
up
not
in
your stats.
Hellraisers. Hell yeah. Taking out on everybody for the rest of the year.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And
Oh, Cam.
incomplete.
You gotta put that bitch on the moolah,
How
man.
about the execution of that
Bitch
defense
ass
right
nigga.
there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try
Good
and find
point.
something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, Deli, so that nigga Cam shit, I really don't need to direct his shit right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got
Yeah, that's what I've been
3-0
doing,
lead
too.
in the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Pitts. Got an open man. It's Washington. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
Which I got lead game?
Near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1 and 5. Nah, fuck. We'll be out in next year. I got
From
hot.
the gun, Pitts. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Man, why I'm over here high as a kite.
And we know
I
this
can't believe I
offense
just
has
did
the
that. That
potential
was
to strike
big. He threw
quickly,
that
and they
bitch to
just
me.
bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Pitts. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And
Nigga caught that shit, bro.
He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right
Jeez.
there. Give him 32 on the play.
Bro, that nigga mouse 4 niggas.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Hey, this nigga just mouse 4 niggas, dude.
Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year.
I think that
And the
nigga like a
Steelers,
rookie.
they broaden their lead. That, of course, all set up by the
Nigga,
big run on the
what?
play
That nigga-
prior. They took
Oh,
advantage
that
right
nigga
away
mouse
with
that
the touchdown
nigga
throw.
tiptoe on the
mentioned
1 though.
advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still.
Shit.
Those don't ever go
That nigga
away.
ain't been hit hard like that in
Typically,
2
what I learned
seasons.
from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a
You
great
get
day
to
for
play,
you. You're not
man.
really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. To the air again, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, man,
the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Treadwell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Newton. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Newton. And Diggs has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Down right around the 25. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Newton on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hey, what's our record? Huh?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level,
what is that?
because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pitts on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game.
Man, I don't know why this shit on my screen like that. Put this shit on the screen right there.
70, Indy. 54. Hey, watch the lane. Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pitts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
And they can't throw that bitch on the money. You right.
Do they want to be
Don't
methodical,
that,
or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
23 yards on the play.
Huh?
Now the Vikings will use the second of their
right
timeouts. As the clock will start
got
with
in shower.
45 seconds to go in the first
Oh
half.
my God, what's I did then?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag.
Oh, I should.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Oh.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. Setting up the screen for Cook. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field
65 tackling.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level.
Damn, he missed. He out of there.
Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
30 seconds? Damn, that's
I'm
last.
running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
What's my nigga? Shit.
And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Pitts. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The final shot before break. Pitts. Pressure coming.
Yeah,
from the
nigga.
Vikings.
Hey, nigga, Danielle Hunter got 3 sacks in the first half.
We're going to get a timeout
Let's
on
go.
the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here.
We're
They
going
are
for
out
3
of
more.
timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
He's going for 3 more, man. Damn, my kinfolk. Damn, I'm the only one that are all. Bro, y'all niggas gotta join the nigga JD League. You can run that bitch.
And ready to get the party
I'm the only
started for
nigga
the
made that
second
hell out of the
half. It was
4
an
niggas who I
even first
asked.
half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Them niggas don't be. JD don't stream. I stopped streaming. JD don't stream. I said, you commissioner, you don't stream, so I ain't streaming no more.
They have a chance to break our tie here as we're going to look at
It ain't no way in hell you ain't supposed to be streaming. You supposed to be main nigga streaming.
Center, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
That nigga always be like, Ted, stream your game, bitch. You just trying to watch how I play, bitch.
You just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Newton escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the
Shit, we can switch places.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alright, we can get in this shit.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. try the air now with Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Third and long. It's Newton. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they can get there and pick up the first down.
On 2nd and 7, Newton flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on third down, Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Good throw, Cam.
Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
That's a good fucking throw, Cam.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. They start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Eckler, and an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on
you said you got
first
half
down
that
there,
tomorrow?
but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Pitts.
Oh my God.
Finds McDonald. And all the way inside the
I didn't even
15
see that
before they
nigga.
drop
I seen
it.
somebody
And this
else.
is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And that is going to do it.
Let's go, D.
For this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Charlie. 59 Mike. Check, 59. I got one. Plus 59. Go. 59. They're not ready for this, man.
To throw on second down. Pitts. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
55. Hey, exit. 55. Right there, middle. 55. Right here. 55.
Operating from the gun. Pitts. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 27, Newton being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They run. Cook. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to the ground, Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to launch. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Man,
Able
that's
to rip off a
bullshit,
big
bro.
chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Go there. 50, plant. 79. It's going to be a long day. Hey, box truck.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
54 smart. 54 smart. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Clear.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
20. Big game.
Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved with their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing.
That could have been fucking
if this team
big.
takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check bomber. Check bomber. Come on. Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check 9.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pitts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Pitts. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Come on, D.
Ready? 15 line. 6 man. Check it. Alpha. Right there. Yo, go. Go.
Yes, sir.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Pitts. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
Man, y'all gotta come up on that shit,
the
bro.
35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Yeah. 54 right there. 54 Mike. I got it.
On first down, Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. 54
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Hey, Wahoo!
From the gun, Pitts.
Let's go.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs
Just
away
deep, man.
right there. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now Cook. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. It's
Oh,
intercepted. That'll seal it. The
fuck.
safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And that's how this one ends in dramatic
fucking
fashion
game.
in overtime with the
Damn,
interception.
man. I'm playing
So
hard
we'll
on this
see
one.
yet another
I'm
drive
gonna
in
get
this
right.
overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our
Only
crew,
turn on,
I'm Brandon
man.
Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here
God
on EA
damn.
Sport.